right, day 14, take two. So, yesterday we went to the bank and we got ones and fives for the table that we're going to do on Saturday. And then afterwards, I got my infusion for Crohn's, and the computers went down. Um, and it was a very tiring day, because yesterday we had the wildfires come back here in Maryland. The air smelled like smoke, and I have sarcoidosis, and that makes me like really, really tired. Luckily, we had some masks that we wore outside. Gandalf made a comment that it's funny how we put masks on to go outside now, because during the pandemic, we were putting masks on to go inside. So I thought that was pretty funny. And then we had Ben came over and we started working on his screenplay. It's going to be kind of like a horror comedy. And we started showing him all of the features and benefits of our writer's notebook, which is really cool. It has like drop downs where you can look at like if you don't really know what the character is going to be like, you can have some randomization, and it can help you figure out like what type of character you want to choose. It can help you figure out like random names and everything. And this is the first story that Ben's ever written, so he's having some challenges figuring out how to write. And so we took him through our writer's notebook, and he said it was really, really helpful in helping him figure out the next steps. We went through the outline, and he has like the beginning and he has a lot of the middle, but he doesn't have the end yet. So we took some different exercises and we went through them. And one of those exercises is like a point A, which is the beginning, and then the point B, which is the end. So that's how we discovered that he was kind of missing his end point. So we talked about different ways to get to the end. And we talked about different ways that he can help flesh out his character. We were talking about, does he want to make his character based on himself? Now, Gandalf's character, Darian, in The Immortal and the podcast, is based on himself, but he uses the certain positive attributes that he doesn't have about himself. Gandalf, why don't you talk a little bit about how you made Darian a little bit different than yourself?
Now, Darian, keep in mind, was created when I was about 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
And so I've always been short, so I wanted Darian to be a little taller, so I made him my father's height, which is about 5'9", which is not super tall, but still is, taller than me, because I'm only 5'6".
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously he's in good shape, unlike me, and that's everything else is pretty much. I mean, basically, taller and in good shape is the main thing about him that's different from me physically. I mean, other than his super strength, but
we also I was explaining to Ben, like, what's cool about it is like you can give your character these attributes and be like, this is having fun with what I would be like if I had these attributes. You can give them positive attributes, you can give them negative attributes. Darian definitely does have, though, your impatience.
Mm-hmm.
He has your impatience. He has that Janie jump ahead attitude where he does things without permission. And you can definitely see that in the end story, which we haven't put up yet. I cannot wait until we put out the end episode of the podcast, because when he and Flair are talking about the end scene, about like what they're gonna do, Flair's like his commanding officer, and he's like wanting to do something really bad. I'm just like, oh my God, that is so much like Gandalf, like already having this plan and wanting to defy the original plan. So I'm really
That's me.
excited for you guys to see that, because sometimes it's a good thing that Gandalf jumps ahead, and sometimes it's not a good thing that Gandalf jumps ahead. One example of that in real life, where Gandalf really helped me out this week with jumping ahead. When he was putting paper in the printer, he put in card paper, and we were using card. He used card paper for these little stand things that we're going to use for our table this weekend, and it made it so much easier to put in the little plastic things for the table, because we're going to have this little QR code that says like pot and poetry, and it'll lead to a menu of all the items we're going to have at the table. So that's a really good thing. But then sometimes, like when Jinx is trying to teach us stuff, it can be a little frustrating because Gandalf's jumping ahead, and Jinx gets a little frustrated, and it's like, don't jump ahead,
What about
you
the
know.
thing where I went onto that Square app and I got logged in and everything and started setting things up like right away because it was very
Yeah,
intuitive.
that was really cool because that helps us, and so yeah, that's just part of Gandalf's personality. So yeah, that's what we pretty much did yesterday, and we did do some more packing. We are finished with the business packing for the table. Now we need to pack our personal stuff. We also ordered all the groceries and put them away for Gandalf and Gal's birthday, their joint birthday party. They're gonna have sausages and everything. So,
And joints.
and joints, of course,
And bong.
and bong. So we got all that stuff done yesterday. So thank you so much for following this journey with us. We are so excited to share this with you, and it means so much to us to have you be a part of this. It's very exciting, and there's a lot of anxiety going on. We're very tired, but we're gonna keep going because it's so important, and it means a lot to us to help the world have the information they need. Take care, guys.